Yeah, that's right. You heard it here first, guys and gals. I'm gonna go ahead and live stream this everywhere. Let's see, Instagram, INSTA. Checking connection. You are now live. Probably not the best. Here we go. I'm live on multiple platforms, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let me go ahead and no sound. Of course you have sound. You have sound. Turn up your volume. Oh my gosh. Hello, I just started a live stream. How can I help you? Okay, I'm doing a first impressions. I'm even live on Instagram. Watch me. First impressions. I got the app to download and I'm about to open it. I'm live on Instagram. Can you please? Can I help you? Are you okay? I love you. Don't need anything. Love you. Bye. Enjoy your day. I'm very excited. Bye. Love you too. Bye. I mean, I even have like an on-air in my office. I should buy like 3 more of them and then have them remote transferred to the house. Have one mounted on my wife's dashboard. Send everybody a signal. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you can hear me. Can you hear me on YouTube? I think the main camera that I'm going to look at is probably this camera because it's the best camera. Can you hear me, Andrew? Someone came in on YouTube and said they couldn't hear me. I'm also live streaming this on YouTube. For some of you guys, you're going to be like, not interested. For others of you, you're going to be like, holy cow, this is the coolest development. This is the, where's my selfie stick? I know I dropped it here earlier. I'll get you in the right spot. All of yous. Get you all in the right spot. Oh, that's not going to work. Oh, man. Everybody on Instagram is going to be sideways, aren't you? No. So much for that. I had a selfie stick earlier that does turn sideways. And that would be ideal for some of you. Got all these selfie sticks, and the one I needed, I dropped earlier. So anyhow, without further ado, okay, I think the main one I'm gonna want to broadcast this to actually is the YouTube one. So let me go to let's see, full. There we go. Let me rotate that screen. If you want to see the whole breakdown, it's on YouTube. But Keith Koss, welcome. I'm live on YouTube if you want to watch there. Let me rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise. There you go. Shape that ship. Does it? There you go. All right. Make it a little bit bigger for everybody. That is very large. But got to fit the screen. That's very, very big. Part of the problem right now is that all of my cameras are sideways so that they're out of the way. That's probably not the best idea. But all of my cameras are turned sideways, for those of you on Instagram, so that they're not in the way of my screens. I have them sideways, but then that sometimes leads me to, shut up, James. Get to the point. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hold in my hands a never-before-seen application. For those of you who are familiar with Mojo selling solutions, for those of you familiar with Mojo selling solutions, I'm holding in my hands Deal Knocker. Mojo, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was talking to Mojo Sales, and I said, hey, man, the future of real estate is door knocking. Telemarketing is tight, right? Telemarketing is going down and you're known for telemarketing. More importantly, there's only two ways for you to generate business in this industry: to wait for it to come to you or go out and get it. You don't have to wait for it to come to you. You can pay for it, but then you still have to wait for it to come to you. That's called marketing. It's called advertising with marketing. The other way is prospecting or active prospecting. There's only two ways for you to do that: at the phone and at the door. Everything else is marketing and advertising. So when I told them about door knocking, they're like, yeah, you're right. So about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was talking to Mojo, and they said, we have a team of people who are working with the Mojo on the Go app, and let's develop a door knocking app. So Friday, I think it was Friday, they said, James, Monday morning, you will have a prototype of Mojo's door knocking app. I was like, don't. I mean, whose tongue gets hard when they think about door knocking? Probably only me, and maybe Ricardo Valencia. He might be excited too. So anyhow, as you guys know, I wrote the book. I wrote the book on door knocking, dynamic door knocking, available on Amazon. So if anybody's excited about door knocking, it's me. So here it is. Would you guys like to see the screen? Now the first impressions, I'm not going to be able to show you the screens. Mojo doesn't even know I'm live with this. So I probably may not be able to show you some. I don't even know what to expect. All I did was, within the iPhone, there's a thing called test flight, right? There's a function inside of the iPhone called test flight where you can be guinea pigs for software. And when you download the softwares, you get to be, you get to test drive software. So this is the first, never before seen. Let me show you the screen. I'll do it first for the Instagram crowd. Deal Knocker by Mojo. Ooh. And let me give it to the YouTube crowd. There it is right there. First impressions. Deal Knocker by Mojo. Look at that. When you use Deal Knocker, your crash logs use it. So I'm expecting crashes, but you ready? These are my first impressions. Opening the app. Welcome. Oh, that's right. I got to sign in. Okay, James at jamesfestini.com. Passwords. Use Face ID to unlock. Let me go to Mojo. There we go. Done. Sign in. It's asking to use my location. So when I told them what to do with this app, I said, make sure that you look at an application called Sales Rabbit, Spotio, Knockwise, Realty Buddy. These are all door-to-door sales applications. And then look at an application called HomeSnap, which is similar to Property Radar. If you can marry the best of those and then hire me as your marriage counselor to make it work, oh man, you're going to have a really nice app. So I'm excited to door knock. Anyone as excited about this as I am? Shit. Okay, so allow while using the app. And so it's opening up an app, right? A map. It found me. So on first impressions, I can see a little satellite. Okay, that's rad. So I can alternate between satellite and Apple, which is really cool, because now as I'm zooming in, zoom, 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 it shows me on my office location. All right, so the top right, top left corner, there's a little flag here. So saved list. So here's what's supposed to happen. I believe that Mojo is going to create lists inside of Mojo. That's going to be the first thing. I'm going to have to start writing all this down. I don't want them to save these as a list. I want them to save it as a group. When you save something on Mojo as a list, you can only save it as one list. But as you save it as a group, you can add it to several groups and not cross over. So that's going to be the first, they say save it as a list, but I want a group tag or an option to be a group tag. I can already tell you that. And I want them to change their name. I don't want it to be Deal Knocker. I want it to be Mojo Knocker. They should have their name in the thing. Otherwise, no one's going to know it, right? Mojo Knocker. So if you see that the name changes to Mojo Knocker, it's because Festini told him to. A lot of Mojo's developments have been my suggestion, so I dig it. Not Deal Knocker. The other thing, I want groups, not lists. I can already tell you right now, groups are more versatile, not lists. I know people use lists, but that's just, if you've ever been trained by me, you'll know the logic behind lists versus groups. There's a little flag there. Search. What is search? Let's see. I'm going to type in my home address. See what happens. Here's the rad thing. As you type an address, it's already rendering varieties of addresses. So that's cool. It's auto-populating, and we're talking like as fast as I'm typing it. Okay, I've got my address, and I hit my address, and I got to the second letter, third letter of my address, and it's already got my address there. Fast as lightning, and it went boom. Okay. So it landed a little house, a little red house on top of my roof. I tapped that little red roof. Okay. Tap on roof to pull data. It didn't do it. So what am I expecting with this? Hold it. Nothing happens. What if I go to this? No. Okay. All right. And that concludes our tour of this app. It's just a GPS app. Tap on the, I mean, it showed me the address, and I can see my roof, right? I tap on the emoji on the roof. I tap on that. It shows me. I search for that. So it's very, already I can tell you it's fast. That pin on my roof is still there. Can't wait, hold on. Double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap, hold. Tap, tap, hold. Let me try that again. 197. Okay. It says error occurs when I find the address, and it puts a little roof on it. So for the YouTube crowd, you can see it puts an emoji on my roof, but nothing happens. At the bottom, there's the two types of map. If I hit that little green thing, it's a list, and if I do that, I like the Find Me. That's one of the things on Sales Rabbit that I hate, is that when you're zoomed in and I scroll or touch the screen, I want to be able to tap it and find me in the screen, and then send me right back to where I was. Search, send me right back to where it was. So it's still holding that. It's still holding that pin on my roof, but I don't know what it's supposed to do. Tap, 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 tap. Empty list, saved list, sort. Tap, 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 tap. Something happened though. So let's find me and see if it's because it's location based. If I tap on me, okay, hold on. That's interesting. So an error occurs. So if I tap myself, I'm at a house, and let's say I tap the roof. Okay. So what it's doing is, as I'm knocking, it's going to track me. And if I'm standing in front of a house, as I swipe, I tap the roof, and it's pulling up something, and then it zooms out. I don't like when I tap a roof. No, when I tap a roof that it zooms out. I want a certain zoom perspective to stay. Zoom perspective to stay. Because when I'm at the door, I need to make sure that I'm standing at the right place. So when I tap on that roof, an error occurs. So now I wonder if I have to auto-populate the list for Mojo to recognize, because it says empty list. No, but I have lists, so it's not recognized. Maybe it has to auto-populate the list after a while. Sort by date, sort by price. Okay, so thank you very much for watching the first impressions of the Mojo door knocking app. I think that concludes our session because there's nothing left to it. But it's a hell of a good start. I can't knock with this. There's nothing to knock. It's an empty list. I wonder if maybe Mojo's desktop software has launched. So that would make sense too, is if they have opened up something for me to create a list of sorts. Close, home, data, and dialer. List. No, there's no like alerts on my account that are suggesting a list. Create a list. Let me just create a list. Knock, save. So yeah, there's no saved list. And the list is empty, so there's no data in it at all. I'm not sure what their expectation is. I don't have anything in here. There's nothing. It can find an address and that's it. But that's like so far as primitive as it is, it's exactly what I want. So let me call Mojo and let them know. Does your data in Mojo Dialer mirror the door knocking app? That is the expectation, but there's no data in here. And there's no indication on the Mojo app, but yeah, the expectation is that, and this would be the most awesome thing, is that if you have hot leads, hot group, to display toggle, meaning that you can have your hottest leads and then toggle them on, or even your callbacks, right? Today's callbacks, toggle them on, and then just park your car in the middle of a neighborhood and be like, here are my leads, and just drive right up to them. Shit, man, with my boosted board, I'll just boost it to the door. I'll be like, hey, I'm James. I'm James. I've been trying to get a hold, and like have that all there. Oh, dude, if they let me build this, that's what I'm getting excited about, is that the more doors I knock with this, the more influence I will have over anyone else, because they're going to rely on me. So I got to call them right now and be like, okay, guys, let's go. I've opened it. What am I supposed to be looking at? Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. First impressions of the Mojo Deal Knocker. Check it out. That's what it looks like so far in its beta. That's what it looks like so far in its beta. I already like what I see. It's fast. It like opened up fast. It tagged fast. It's identifying things fast. I think that's gonna be the great thing too, is if it's got good tracking. Good tracking. I don't know. You can't improve that, but it could definitely take a guess. All right. Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'm gonna call Mojo right now. Download video. Thanks for watching. I'm going to get back on the doors. Will you door knock with the app today? No, there's nothing in it. There's nothing to knock with. I'm tapping on a roof right now, and it serves no purpose. I want number tracking, though. It'd be nice. You know, it'd be nice is if every door you knock, that it goes 1, 2, 3. So as you're knocking the door, and when you drop the pin, as you drop the pin and move to the next one, it counts it for you, and you can see the little count where you're like, I hit 100 doors, instead of like at the end of the day going, how many doors did I knock? Or at the top, like display today's knocks, or this week's knocks, or this month's call. There's so much we can do with this thing. How many of you will door knock with this thing? Put it in the comments below. How many of you will really even door knock?